Hey, I am here with two of our superstar buyer agents in here, Jordan and John. And, we've been kind of watching this market change a little bit. They're calling it the shift. So what has that meant for buyers, Jordan?
Yep, spot on, Jay. Thanks for having me. Market is shifting a little bit. Not so much of a dogfight as much as it was a couple months ago. Interest rates are rising a little bit, as everyone knows. We're seeing houses stay on a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less competition, and buyers are getting those home inspections that they want.
Contingencies. John, are you seeing some contingencies that you're able to add into the contracts that you're writing?
Yeah, absolutely. So, earlier in the year it was very difficult to get any contingencies in, but lately we are seeing that you're able to get appraisals, home inspection, financing contingencies in on some properties. So.
Yeah. So it's good to kind of have an update for people who are out there looking all the time. So I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions out there too. So home inspection contingency, John, who pays for that?
So the home inspection, the buyer is going to pay for.
Pay for it? Okay.
And that's one of the things that they pay for before closing.
Got it. Appraisal, who pays for the appraisal?
Buyer pays for the appraisal.
Buyer pays for the appraisal. Radon test. Who
again,
pays for that?
If the buyer elects to have a radon test, they're going to pay for that.
And I know we don't see lead-based paint tests that often, but if one was done in a contingency, who's paying for that lead-based paint contingency?
It'll be the buyer as well.
Buyer.
Yep.
Buyer's paying for everything.
That's right.
What about septic inspection? Who pays for the septic inspection?
We're going to go with...
Take a guess. It's the buyer.
Most of the times it's a buyer, yeah. Well, I've seen well test if a house does have a well. Sometimes they'll ask the seller to do that too. So what are you all seeing in terms of deposits, earnest deposits as we call them, good faith deposits? I've been asking every agent that's been out there. Are you seeing 1% of the sales price, 2%, 3%, even more? What are you normally seeing?
Yeah, I mean, typically around in our market, Northern Virginia anyways, we don't go lower than 2%.
Okay.
At least in my experience. Earnest monies can be a very easy way to dress up your offer and make it a little more prettier. So the higher you go, the more attractive the offer is.
More attractive it is. What do you think?
So I've seen maybe like last year we were around 1%, but definitely with the competition, it's moved up, and 2% seems to be the average that we're recommending for buyers.
So if you're doing like a $600,000 purchase, if my math is correct, $12,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Are buyers coming to you already pre-approved for a loan?
I would say it's maybe 60-40. Okay. Yeah, a little bit more often than not, especially first-time home buyers. They usually aren't at that step yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's, as being a real estate agent, you kind of push them in that direction and kind of help them out with that process.
John, what kind of down payment are you seeing? No down payment, 3%, 3.5%, 5, 10, 20?
Buyers come with, all different levels. So we see a wide variety. Many people coming in 5 to 10%, but a lot of people, if they have the funds, are going for 20%.
Okay. So they're doing that, and they avoid PMI or property mortgage insurance in there too. It's good. Anything that you're seeing, going back to this kind of shift in the marketplace, what's the mindset of the buyers? Because I know it was very aggressive in the spring, and the buyers are just going in there and offering wild prices.
Right.
What's the mindset of the buyers right now?
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants a deal, right? Kind of asking, how low can we go? And, that's a common question I'm getting nowadays. It's very particular on the house and where it's located, case by case kind of basis.
So are you saying there is some negotiating going on in the price?
Absolutely, yeah.
There is?
Definitely. Well, I just competed actually on a house over the weekend.
Yeah.
We got a home inspection and we got it for $5,000 under list price while competing against another offer.
Wow. So competing doesn't necessarily mean you're asking full price or above.
Not anymore.
Good.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a shift where we're not just competing with other buyers, but you are having the opportunity to negotiate with the seller, be it for better terms or a potentially a little lower price.
Save some money, yeah.
Well, I know we have this discussion in the real estate world. Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? still is a seller's market from statistical part of it, but it was so frothy and that market was crazy for sellers where they're getting 50, 100,000 above, and the sellers are now only getting asking price sometimes or 5,000 below.
Right.
Still a seller's market though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Still sells. I actually think it's a little bit. It feels a little bit healthier, a little more organic. But yeah, I mean, definitely sellers are still kind of holding the power there.
Well, thank you for kind of opening the doors and showing us where the market is at this point and kind of educating us on who pays for what, because that's just good information to have. Thank you for both being on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Thanks for having us, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.